Coming up next on the Jeff Curley Show, you're going to meet the queen of networking in America. The great Shelli Howlett is in the studio. She's going to share her journey next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Curley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Curley Show.
All right, there's an old saying in networking, you got to circulate to percolate. And we have a lot of Gen Zs who have 5,000, 10,000 acquaintances on LinkedIn, and they don't know any of them very well. So there's an art to networking, and the queen of networking in America is in the studio right now, the great Shelli Howlett. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thank you, Jeff. This
Absolutely.
is great.
Well, we've known each other since the 90s. I mean, we've known each other for a long time. Share a little bit about your background, because at one point you led BNI, which is a household name in networking, and you had 2,800 members.
Right. Yeah, I started in 1993, and we started the first chapter in the Metroplex here. So I really had most of Texas, and it was an exciting journey, amazing members, amazing team we had, and we had 110 groups operating.
That's incredible. And now you're with a Boomerang Business Collective, which is kind of a household name in Europe, and you're bringing it to America. So we're going to pull up the website, and I want you to talk about Boomerang.
Yes, I'm super excited about it. I've been on board since the beginning of the year. We're starting up groups currently that are forming in Collin County, so that's already in action. We've got interest in other parts of Texas as well as the United States. I sell franchises to the other areas as well. So it's just really a fresh approach. It's fun, yes, and it's simplified, and it's great for people that want to truly focus on referrals in their networking.
Yes. Let's talk about some do's and don'ts, because I think Gen Z, famously during COVID, everybody's behind their computer. So I think the art of networking got lost in the last few years. And so you send Gen Z into a room of entrepreneurs, and they don't really know how to navigate, do they?
Well, I think a lot of people got stuck behind the infamous, Zoom calls, and that's the way we had to survive in business, obviously. I think that people still need that interaction with other humans. They still want to feel that energy in a room when there's 60 or 80 people in a room, and you can just feel the pulsating energy, and yes, people come by and follow up on a referral and say, oh, yes, I closed that, and I had a great outcome from that referral you gave me. So I think it doesn't matter what generation you're in, Jeff. It's the fact that we all want referrals. We all want to grow our business, and we want to do it together, not sitting alone by ourselves like 8 to 10 hours a day, just trying to look at the screen or talk to people on LinkedIn, because even on that platform now, there's been so many people soliciting others that you fall on, silence.
Yes. And let's talk more about that, because famously there are those life insurance people who go in and they'll try and sell everybody life insurance. That's not the way to network. It's giving first, isn't it?
Right. And it's artwork. It's building relationships. It's unfortunately, you have to be patient, because it's hard to walk in a room with a big briefcase full of brochures, or, on the attack with your phone, sending people, yes, information on your company. So it's showing up, and sometimes it's just like repetitively showing up, even when you're tired, and going to the same environments, the same events that work for you.
We're going to show some video from one of the Boomerang events so people can get a sense as to what you guys are promoting. This is a different networking experience, isn't it?
Yeah, we take technology and put it together with networking meetings in order to make it fun, exciting, more random, and something to keep you on your toes. We even have a platform when you do a 1-minute presentation to where you change your picture every week. So if you call on manufacturing companies and you can show a whole assembly line or some dynamics of that client, all of a sudden, a guy in the back of the room will go, oh, I know somebody else that has a plant just like that. And if that's a good referral, that's my brother. He owns that factory.
I love that. So when I first started networking in the 90s, I remember somebody telling me a story about a guy who had a janitorial company, and he ended up being the largest referral for a member of his club that he just overheard a conversation. The person was looking for office furniture, and he says, you know, I've got a guy in my group that might be able to help you with that. And it was the largest referral.
You just never know who knows who. So it's a little tough with networking because people get impatient. They want to get results right away. But you just don't know who knows who in the background there at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
So.
And I've always said that if you walk into a room and you see wallets and purses, you've already lost. If your only goal is to pass out the most number of business cards, you've already lost.
Right, right. So you have to be patient and be strategic, I think, now more than ever.
Yes. What are some other lessons that you could teach people, like do's and don'ts of networking? Like you've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, well, we've talked about, you know, after COVID, things opened up and everybody wanted to put on a mixer. So it was companies that were wanting to promote their services. They would have one. Then you'd get invited to another one that was some other club or group, association. And what happens is, in the Metroplex of DFW especially, is that pretty much the events all looked alike.
Yes.
Drinks, some hors d'oeuvres, sometimes a little presentation or comments from the mic, from the facilitator. So it just, you know, it's where you go to an event, but then if you meet somebody and you have the greatest conversation, like Jeff, oh my gosh, we can really hit it off. We could do business. I know this guy, he's going to give me referrals after 3 drinks, you know. But then later, it's like silence.
Right.
Sometimes, often you don't hear back from the person, and it's a lot of effort on your part to go back and set up a coffee meeting or a lunch and then run around town and try to establish a referral partnership with them.
Yes.
That's the biggest challenge.
Well, I got to know the late, great Zig Ziglar, and one of his famous quotes is, you can have anything you want as long as you help other people get what they want first. And
Right.
so like a spirit of giving is really critical to
Right, right. I totally agree. The reciprocity is critical, and that's what we teach. We give extra training to our members as well.
Yes.
So.
Let's talk more about the idea that you could have 5,000 friends on LinkedIn and not know any of them very well. So like that old-fashioned being in front of people, that doesn't go out of style, does it?
No, it doesn't. I like social media. I like a lot of different platforms. Don't get me wrong. It's great to have this followership and build credibility and build relationship in a lighter way that can lead to people inquiring, but that's not closed business. So having a regular contact with people as a group, we find is really, really critical. Whatever group fits for you. Yes. At the time, because people change. They might be at the beginning of their career here. They may be in the middle. They may be toward the end, near retirement phase of it. So you just, you know, it's not 100% fit for every group all the time.
And you have regular events here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're going to put up a flyer for an event that's coming up here, I think, next week.
It'll be, Thursday, the 25th of September.
And where's it going to be?
It will be at the offices of Compass Real Estate in Frisco, right up by the tollway and 121.
All right, tell us what they can expect if they attend this organization. What will they experience?
Okay. First of all, we work really hard in the buzz part of the meeting, we call it. For 15 minutes, we mix and mingle, meet guests, and we talk among ourselves as well. And then after that, we do like 1-minute introductions, get to know more about the guest and the members. What's cool is we even have the technology on our placemat with a QR code. So if it's a first-time guest, you don't know anybody, you don't know who's who in the group, then you can just scan that, and right on your phone, then you can see who all the members are.
Yes.
And that's neat. And then we have 10 minutes presentation, a feature presentation by only a member. And then we pass referrals. So, I mean, referral part of the meeting is the very most important part because it's where the rubber meets the road.
Well, and there's a lot of young people watching this broadcast and they're saying to themselves, I'm not a natural networker. And I always tell young people, it's more about listening than it is talking. I mean, you could be the best networker in any group by being the best listener.
Right. Everybody has their own different styles. Getting on a one-to-one with people after meetings does work really well because that just cements in the relationship there. So it's to be patient with yourself, as I always tell people, and seek help. So go to other leaders in groups that are doing great things with their networks and try to emulate some of those skills.
And Boomerang has some exclusivity. So it's not like you're going to have 5 people from the same industry in your group. Is that right?
That's correct. We don't have that. We have just one person for each business. So even, for example, right near downtown Dallas here, you may have a group with a lot of attorneys because of the local environment of the businesses there. So you may have a business attorney, a probate attorney, family attorney, and so on. Yes. So it makes it really exciting. Every group is going to be slightly different. It's just very fun and interesting to see the combinations.
All right, tell us what excites you most about this new opportunity for you, because you're the U.S. franchise manager, which is a big job.
Right. It's a great alternative network. I think the thing that I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking about, Jeff, is how do we get our members more referrals? So when I go to a meeting and they walk up to me and say, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I'm in your organization because I get 90% of all of my business because of this group and all of their outside contacts and referrals. And I mean, I could go on with stories about other people that started out, and one realtor, he didn't even sell one home when we met. And we formed a group in Plano that has been so successful. Now he has 7 people on his staff. So he has real estate, listing agents, buyer's agents, bilingual, admin staff. They put on parties, and he really has branded himself amazing. And a lot of it is attributed to the network.
Okay, we've all, we've been around networking for a long time. There's been a lot of networking groups that come and go. They go through phases. So what is the secret to a long-lasting networking group?
Well, it's like a recipe. It's a combination of things, obviously. I think the main thing is to have responsible people in charge. So if it's Joe's networking groups and then, Joe moves away or retires or something unexpected happens, then a lot of things could collapse. The other part is just having a good foundation. Yes. So we have spent enormous amount of time and money creating the Boomerang network, the portal, the app, and all of that. And that is really a big deal because, as you know, now, 2025, tech is everything. So I think that's a really big pillar.
Yeah.
Too.
So if somebody's watching this, Shelli, and they want to start their own franchise, what does that process look like? They contact you through the website? How do they start their own franchise?
Yes, definitely. There's an inquiry section on the website, and we have a conversation to find out what their background is and what their desires are. Because, if you're going to own a franchise in another city, is it going to be the right fit? Yes. Because this is a person-to-person, get out there and mix, mingle, meet people, and build, be a builder, be a leader.
Yes.
too.
And at your height, when you were leading BNI, 2,800 members across the country, that's incredible. You didn't even get a chance to meet all the chapters, did you?
No, I didn't. Actually, 2,800 members in that country of Texas.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
Within this state, that was my area. But seriously, to answer the question, we had groups that were meeting in Bryan College Station, Waco, Belton, South San Antonio, Denton. So we were really pretty spread out with a whole team of people servicing them regularly.
Wow. Well, I can't think of a better leader to lead the United States for Boomerang. In the final minute or so, final thoughts. What do you want to leave people with?
Final thoughts are you have to make effort. Being in a productivity state is different than being active. So you can run around and go to 10 or 15 mixer type events all week long, all month long. And then when you add that up all year long, that is tens of thousands of dollars worth of your time, your money registering for events, going there.
Yes.
So that's the most important part, is to focus on what your goals really are. And you're going to be 5 years older 5 years from now, and 5 years older in your business. So you might as well work on something that's going to be effective and fun and exciting and put you to where you want to be.
Outstanding. Well, thank you so much for sharing your heart and your wisdom with us. We're going to end with her website, which is boomerang-bc.com. The great Shelli Howlett. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks.